Hello everybody, here we are in Kaohsiung. So we are about to see amazing sunset. So let's talk about the settings that we're gonna use to shoot at the sunset. We have to be very quick because the sun goes down really fast and the light changes really fast also. The sky is pretty heavy with clouds and the sun is gonna set down on the horizon in the ocean. So it's gonna be really nice. So for now, I'm gonna set my ISO, which is always the first adjustment that we set up, at 200. So 200 ISO. Now I have a 50mm 1.8. We don't have too much of a foreground here, so we don't have to be worry about depth of field. I'm gonna set my aperture at f4, and I'm gonna point to the ocean and zero my meter with the shutter speed. My camera's on the manual mode, and I'm using auto white balance. Let's see what kind of shutter speed do I have in here. I have a 500 of a second, which is a lot high for this lens that I'm using, which is a 50. So no problem with motion blur. Let's take a few pictures here. So when I point my camera straight to the sun, I will increase my shutter speed because it's a lot more bright. So let's see what kind of shutter speed do I have. The sun is behind the clouds, so it's not a direct sun. So now I have a 4,000 of a second. The clouds in the sky is gonna make this very dramatic. And let's see if the sun go below those clouds that are there. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna be dark now because the camera is gonna be adjusting by the main light, the sun behind me, so I'm like a backlight, but that's what we have here. So it's really, really nice. So there's a boat passing by there. Let's take advantage of that one. I also gonna change my lens to a wide angle lens, the one that I have, that's the 16-28. So we have more wide shot, so we can get more of that, those rocks over here, and also we have this side, which is really nice, and there's a lot of big trees over there. So I'm again backlighted. And yeah, so let's see if I can show you guys. Yes, right there. So with a wide angle, we can get all those two sides of the scenery. So let me grab it right now. Now I have my 16-28 2.8. And with the zoom pull all the way to the 16, yes, I can see both edges of the rocks, and this is a really nice composition. Now I'm gonna raise up my lens. I'm gonna point it up, so I'm gonna get a lot of the sky, a little bit of the ocean, and let's keep always the horizon line straight. I'm shooting at 2000 of a second, f4, and ISO 200. We can get next to those rocks over here, Gonna go down there and get those rocks in the foreground to get a nice composition. For that we need a little bit more of a depth of field so we can make those rocks also in focus. Let's see what kind of shutter speed I have with ISO 200 if I set my aperture at f11. So I'm gonna go down there to those rocks. So I have 200 of a second shutter speed, which is very comfortable to shoot with this wide angle lens. So let's take a few shots. Now I'm gonna go next to the water and get my camera really low next to the ocean and take a few pictures. Yeah, those pictures with the camera next to the water look really, really good. So in a few minutes we're gonna have the sun setting in the ocean. Let's see what kind of pictures we have.